like before. Simple beauty, brave and pure. For this I'll fight forevermore. Trapped by the gods, help me, Athena. I stand alone in this arena, so alone in this arena. Shackled by this force, how must I use it? Show me a way that's free of delusion. Trapped by the gods, help me, Athena. I stand alone in this arena, so alone in this arena. Shackled by this force, how must I use it? Show me a way, please clear my confusion. I rape my bow from a tragedy. I may be brave, but I am far from free. I want to use my strength to cure the world, but doubt keeps luring me into its home. Trapped by the gods, help me, Athena. I stand alone in this arena, so alone in this arena. Shackled by this force, how must I use it? Show me a way that's free of delusion. I stand alone. I feel so alone in this arena. Show me a way free of delusion. A hero stands up bravely at all costs, but I don't want to harm a single soul. For at the core my power is divine. I'm here to save humanity and
What's good? What's good? What's good? Okay, let's switch this to just chatting, and it looks like my model is booted up properly. Bitrate is doing okay. It was dipping a teensy weensy bit when I booted up ZBrush, but you know what? We are fine. Okay, let's go to live scene. I still need to get rid of the things from my birthday stream, so let me do that real quick. Okay, well, let's get rid of the confetti, because we don't really need that at this point. We will keep Freak Vonk and the Great Snake, because Freak Vonk is an absolute legend, and we will never forget him. Okay, what else? Let's get some background music booted up here. I can find my web player. Here we go. Okay, how's this turning out in OBS? Actually, let me drag my mic a little bit closer to my voice. Okay, I think that's a pretty good volume. I'm gonna turn it down my headset a little bit though. Okay. Let's see, where is my program? Here we go. Okay. Yep, you can swivel it around. Looks like everything is doing a-okay. Everything's booted up, and I'm just gonna I'm gonna swap OBS and ZBrush because I currently have OBS on my drawing tablet, and that is no bueno. Okay, let me just drag this puppy over here. Okay, we'll maximize this, maximize that. And if I look at the top monitor, it looks like everything is booted up properly. And the music is doing good. So let's get started. So, bit of context for those who are tuning in. This is my final for my 3D model modeling for production class. So, I hope no one has insectophobia because, yeah, it's based off of the Asian murder hornet. I'm not showing my pure ref, like, reference page because in the bottom left corner you would probably be seeing, like, a close-up shot of, like, a wasp in, like, 4K, and I don't want to subject that to anyone because it's hard enough for me to look at it. So I'm not showing my pure ref thing. I do have, like, actual references set up, so whenever Nemo decides to hop in, if he does, I can at least say that I have references this time. Shout out to Nemo, he's amazing. Okay, well, let's keep working on this back plate that I was working on last time. Okay. I want to lift up this edge just a teensy bit. So I'm going to do a reverse dam standard along the edge. Give it just a little bit more fidelity. And what I'm doing for the armor is I'm actually, let's see, I still need to do it for the, like, back plates here. I'm gonna put wings in these holes, so I just have those marked for future reference. But these back plates I need to remesh and then subdivide, just so that, because I'm planning on turning this into a game-ready model at some point, maybe for sale, so I can get a little bit of extra moolah later on down the line. Or at least that's what the plan is so far. Okay, do the bugs have pores on their backs? I say that because I'm looking at the reference right now on my PureRef file, and wasps actually have, like, follicles or pores or something. I'm not entirely sure what they are, but they have little divots on their faces. And I'm looking to see if they have that on their thorax and abdomen. I can't quite tell. I mean, they have it on their legs, which is interesting. But I can't really get a good look on if they have it on their back, and it looks like they do. Okay. So, for the time being, I'm gonna leave this here, and then we're gonna do some re-topology magic on these backplates, because I need to do that. Because I should have done it earlier, but I didn't. Hindsight 2020, let's go! Okay, so, let's turn on wireframe so we can see what we're working with here topology-wise. That is the spacebar, not the Alt key. Okay. I mean, it's 29,000 points, and that's just way too high if we're gonna turn this into a game-ready model. So what I'm gonna do is geometry. I don't think you can see it on the right here. Hold on, let me move my stuff in OBS. Let's see, can I shift click? No, I can't. Interesting. Well, let's just drag me over. Oh. In the world? What did I do? What have I selected? Oh gosh, okay. Oh, that's the background. Okay, looks like the background is good. Oh god, I do not want a repeat of what happened on my birthday stream. That was kind of a hot mess. Okay, I'll just drag myself over here and shrink myself down a teeny weeny bit. There we go. And we'll get Frank Vonk over here, back where he belongs, by my heart. Okay, now you can see better on the right. Okay, so we're gonna go to, where is it? Okay, geometry is already selected. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to Z Remesher. Now Z Remesher is a beautiful tool because Z Remesher can turn this incredibly dense chunk of polygons into something much more manageable while also retaining the shape to the best of its ability. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna keep it to regular poly count. We're gonna set it to adapt, and we're just gonna see what it spits out. So active poly count currently 29,302. We're gonna see what that boils down to after we hit Z Remesh. Okay. Now, okay, it divided it in half pretty much. 11,306. And it still kept the general shape, which is pretty good. Actually, we're gonna, let's go down to deformation and we'll slap some polish on it. There we go. Yeah, just something general, so you don't need to like go through the smooth tool and mess up all your stuff. Okay. Now this is nice, but we want it to be lower poly. So we're gonna hit half. We're gonna keep the polygon count because that only really matters if you're using curves. Because there is a specific tool, I'm blanking on the name, but there is one where you can basically tell ZBrush what like edge loops you want to keep. I think it's like the, oh gosh, hold on, let me turn on my brushes. All right, let me look through these. I know it's in here. Curve alpha, curve flat, curve multi-tube, curve strap. It's one of the curve tools. I know that for certain. BC? Okay, these are the cloth tools. BG. Nope, those are the hair groom tools for fiber mesh. Okay. Well, anyways, let's just go and hit half. We'll have adapt on until it can't really divide anymore. Because sometimes having adapt checked on kind of screws it over. Oh, this is in a weird aspect ratio. Hold on. Let me fit this in here. Okay, in OBS this is kind of not great. Sorry, I gotta resize this real quick. Oh, that's the chat. Don't want to resize that. It takes a village. It takes a village. Okay, I think that's pretty good. There we go. Now, let's hit ZBrush again and see what it spits out. Okay, so we went from 11,000 to 6,000. That's still pretty good, but if we wanted a game-ready model, this is still too high. Generally, the ratio of, or the actual poly count of a game-ready model, it's gotten a bit more lax now with better GPUs being introduced. Looking at you, NVIDIA. But generally, a good rule of thumb when you're making a game-ready model is to keep the poly count no more than 100,000 polys. I had this conversation with Nemo on a previous stream, but apparently the Thunderjaw, I think it's called, from like Horizon Zero Dawn is 500,000 triangles or something, which is absolutely absurd. Too high. Too high. Okay, now we're down to 3,000. 2,000. 2,000. And we're still at 2,000. Okay, so we're gonna turn off adapt because it's gonna keep spitting out roughly 2,000 polygons. All right, hitting half. Now it's at 1,314. 832. 562. Let's see if we can hit it one last time. Let's see what it spits out. Okay, yeah, that is really low poly. Can we push it even further, though? Nope, let's not do that. I actually want to keep I want to preserve the shape of this. Okay, so since the actual shape has been reduced because of ZBrush, we're going to, let's see. Actually, let me check the thickness of this. It's kind of thin, so what we're going to do is we're going to go down to deformation, and let's find inflate. There we go, inflate. There's also inflate balloon. You'll get different results, so you just sort of adjust to taste. You can thin or thicken the mesh. Generally, inflate, just in general, will do a pretty good job. So normally the mesh gets a little on the thin side when you're using ZBrush. So it's good to just kind of bump it up a bit, especially to make sure that like the thickness of all the plates here are like of the same level of thickness, just so that you maintain consistency. All right, we're gonna turn off wireframe mode, and we'll just kind of pinch and tuck this. Now ZBrush did a pretty good job. It actually retained the shape pretty well. What we are gonna do though is we're gonna do something a little sneaky. So this right here is the base mesh that we're gonna be using when I convert this to a game ready model. It's only 330 polygons, very low, but it still retains its proper shape. We could lower this even more if we went through like retopology by hand, but I am what someone would call lazy. So I don't usually do that. I usually reduce it to as much as I possibly can in ZRemesher, and then I call it a day. And generally you can get a poly count of around 30,000, even with a fairly complex, like, base body mesh. Like, there's another mesh that I'm working on, oh, this music just got loud. There's another mesh that I'm working on in my spare time. I'm actually texturing it right now, and it's around 35,000 polys, which is a little on the high side for, like, a character build, but it's not that bad. But again, so long as it isn't above 100,000 polys, it's usually in the safe zone. Okay, so now that we've reduced it down, we're gonna go up here, and we're gonna hit divide. And this is where the magic happens. So, we hit divide, and you notice it's gotten softer. Now what ZBrush has essentially done is it has taken all of the polygons and divided it. So if you look really closely, now, all of the old triangles have now been split into more polygons. Or not triangles, the faces have been split into more polygons. Now we're just gonna do this until we get to a subdivision level of, say, 6? Let's see, 5, 330,000. Okay, that's pretty good. Yeah, as you can see, all of the polygons have been divided, and then divided, and then divided even more. Which means we have a lot more topology to work with, and this is where we get all the details in. So, I'm gonna hit F to fit. There we go. Let's center the camera. And let's get to work. So I'm gonna use the damn standard brush. I'm gonna hold Alt to invert the alpha. And we're just gonna trace over, so we can get that nice edge. Sometimes it takes a couple tries though, just so that you can get the nice shape that you want. You know what, let's not do it in this corner, let's just keep it here. Let's have it naturally flow down. And then we'll hold shift to smooth it out, because sometimes there's some weird artifacting even with a high poly mesh when you're using damn standard. Like, there's this weird dot effect. Oh, well, I guess that would explain why I have dots. Let's change that to freehand, and let's see if this changes. Okay, there's still a bit of that, like, after effect, but it's not that bad. Okay. Let's rotate this, see if this is looking good. I would say it is. Now we're not going to add any really fine details until we've got the full shape down. Okay, let's reset the camera. I've honestly fallen in love with using the inverted damn standard tool, because it's just the crease tool that you might use in, like, Blender sculpting. It's just called damn standard in ZBrush because I believe the guy who made the brush originally, like, when ZBrush was still in its infancy, was named Damien, and so it's named after him. Okay, that's pretty good. Well, I don't know. It could go down a little bit farther. Just make sure we get nice shape. Ooh, I kind of like how that tapers. Happy accidents. Alrighty then. Let's zoom out. And I got a bunch of crack, like stone crack alphas. You can see it on the front of the torso here. You can see it on the chest. I went a little crazy with these, so I might not use them as much. Maybe I'll use it on the back plates. You know what? I'm just gonna keep this as it is. Okay, where is the bits? There we go. Alright, let's do the same process with these. We'll Z-remesh, hit adapt, see what it comes out with. 5,000, that's pretty good. Remesh again, 5,000. Okay, let's turn on half. 3,000. 2,000. Still 2,000. Can you go lower? 1,000? Okay, we're getting somewhere. 1,500. And let's turn off adapt. Let's get this as low as we can. 700. Good old 700. Let's turn on that symmetry. And we'll nudge this so we can get the shape that it had back. Let's kind of floating too, so I'm gonna see if I can widen this section. Just kind of nudge him. Just pinch him and shove him out just a little bit more. Okay. And let's divide this again. Or, not divide, let's remesh it again. 400. Can we go lower? 200. That is pretty good. Can we go even further, though? Let's test. Well, I'll be damned. I think we can. Okay, now obviously it's very low poly at this point, but we're just going to do the same thing that we did with the other plates, and we're going to divide it. So, let's do that, and it's already softer. Let's maybe nudge this a bit more so we get that contour. We'll divide again, and since it is like a small chunk of geometry, I do want to maybe divide it to, let's see, what's the poly count now? 9,000. 38,000? I think 38,000 should do. They're small pieces. I don't think we need to go super crazy on the poly count. And plus, I'm already at like 35 million polygons, so my computer is asking for the sweet release of death right now. But what can you do? This is the life of a 3D artist. This is a very important quote, or a very important thing that I learned from my digital art teacher back in high school. And he basically said, if your computer is not on the verge of crashing at any given moment, you are not working hard enough. You gotta push that shit to its absolute limit, dude. Otherwise, what are you doing? You know? Yeah, push that puppy to its limit. Especially now with all the graphic headroom, with all the graphical headroom that's being added, like with the 4000 series GPUs that like Nvidia's been horking out. Also, did they announce like a 5000 series already? I only just got upgraded to a 4000 series. And it fucking rocks, dude. I got a 4060 as a Christmas present that I can install to my PC tower, because I do have my own custom PC, which I built, and it is my child. And it's so much more self-sufficient than any actual child that I could ever create. But I got a 4060. I replaced my 3060. Well, technically I used the 3060. Okay, I have 2 GPUs in my tower, which I have been told is not good, but it's my computer. So I'm just gonna do what I want. I'm gonna throw caution to the wind. So yeah, I have 2 GPUs in my computer right now. I have a 3060, which I installed in my tower when I first built it, and a 4060, which I plugged in later. Now, the 4060 I use for when I'm gaming, and the 3060 I use on I have it linked through the NVIDIA control panel into my drawing tablet. So I have 2 separate GPUs doing 2 different things. So if something on my above monitor is, or my primary monitor is like taking up too much graphics headroom, then my 3060 basically kicks in, and it delegates more like stuff to things that would be used like on the drawing tablet. So that way neither one gets too overloaded, and we're all hunky-dory. Okay, that's pretty good. Tell you what though, let's polish this a little bit. Okay, and if we go back to geometry, let's turn down the subdivision. Okay, yeah, it's still really low poly. I'm not a fan of this weird twisting that's going on here. Maybe if we polish it. Huh, okay, that's kind of solved the problem. I'm not so sure what it's gonna look like in the subdivision, though. I mean, it's alright. I just want clean topology for when I export all of this. Whoa! Wrong button. Let's turn on the move tool. We'll nudge this up. I kind of want it over the crease here. There we go. I think that's a good start. So let's keep that there, and let's move on to the back plates. Now I want to try and emulate this crease that I put in, because I do like it, because it is supposed to, I extracted all of these chitin pieces from the actual base mesh that I've sculpted. So it is the actual like chitin here is contouring to the muscles that I etched out on the back here. I do want to keep that. So let's go to back chitin. Make sure to always name your layers regardless of what program you're using. Always, always, always name your layers. Okay, turn on wireframe. 114,000. That is too high poly. Beautiful result, but games can't handle that. So we're going to do the same thing that we did before. 114,000 gets converted into zero mesher. Hello. Zero mesher. 28,000. Okay, that's pretty good. Now again, you can retain a lot of shape language, like, with, less topology. Okay, we'll adapt again. What's this turning into? 28,000 turns into 27,000. Okay, it's kind of stagnating here, so we're just gonna turn on half, and we'll see what happens. 27 turns into 17,000. Oh. Autosave, my beloved. Oh, and since this is such a dense mesh, it always gives me a not responding scare. Okay, 12,000. Let's remesh again. 9,000. Okay, we're getting there. We're getting there. 7,000. 6,000. It's doing its best to keep that divot, but as long as I have this line here, I should be fine. 5,000, 4,000, 4,000, 3,000. Okay, let's turn off adapt. 2,000, 1,000, and 500. Now I think I'll stick with 500 for now. Okay, let's take this. Let's unlock the axis. Whoa. Oh, that's right. It always defaults here. Okay, so we're just gonna fix the axis a teeny bit. Sometimes it gets weird like this when you're extracting. Okay. That should be good. Okay, doke. Let's actually... Okay, I think this is working. Okay, we'll nudge this a teeny bit. Okay, how much is this jetting out? This is jetting out a bit on the bottom, so what we're gonna do is we're just gonna move tool this back in. Just kind of bend it back in. There we go. Alright, that's looking good. I wonder, can we push this even further though? 532, let's see what that turns into. 292? Not really the same shape, but we can work with it. We can nudge this around and we can try and salvage it. So at the end of the day, any normal maps that I bake onto this will be constrained to this shape. So I want it to at least be as similar to the original shape as possible. That's also why I'm doing all my details on a subdivision layer, which means that it's going to have roughly the same shape as the low poly mesh that it is based off of. Alright, I'm going to nudge this puppy up, nudge that puppy down. Actually, no, let's keep that up a little bit. Let's nudge this down. So we have a little bit of room for the wings when I make them, inevitably. And let's polish so we can get rid of some of these weird... Let's get rid of some of this weird topology here. Because I do not like it. It makes me uncomfy. Oh. Okay, maybe not that far. Huh. Okay, so it's gonna be like that, huh? Alrighty. Not very cool. But we can fix it. I can fix him, I promise. Okay, we'll nudge this out, nudge this up. And how is this doing in relation to the actual body? Let's turn on transparency. Alright, looks like it's pretty skin tight. Okay, and we'll do the same thing with the other pieces. Turn on geometry. Let's divide. Okay, that's another smooth bit. It's not as defined as the original mesh, but I would rather have a low poly mesh that I can adjust later than a really high poly mesh that I'm gonna have to tweak and, like, retopologize later on. Okay, let's bring these wings out a bit. There we go. Okay, and if we go back, the original is still kind of around that shape. I'll have to get back to this. It's not really turning out the way I expected it to. Okay. What's the poly count? 18,000. Let's bump that up. These are some bigger pieces, so we can be a little bit more generous with how much we want to subdivide. Okay. Let's pinch these in a bit. Whoa, okay. No, we don't want that. Let's lower the draw size. And tuck this out. Oh, you know what? This isn't really working. Let's just keep it as it is. Alright, let's go back to subdivision 6. And let's add the creases. Let's lower this. And just go along the edge here. Then we'll just taper the edge out a little bit here. And we can smooth it out as needed. Ooh, I kind of like that. I like that effect. There we go. Alright, we should continue this down. There we go. Let's see, what else? Let's actually tuck this in around the spinal column. Because it's doing the same thing I wanted to avoid with the original mesh. Alright, we'll smooth this out. Okay. Drag this out a bit and drag the edge back. And let's see if we can pinch. Oh, there we go. Okay, that's the effect I'm looking for. Yeah, I want to get it closer to the spinal column. There we go. And let's just crank... I'm gonna crank the volume of the music up a little bit. Okay, this is closer to the actual back. Alright, we'll just keep this as it is right now. And let's add some cracks. Let's go to the standard brush. I usually modify the standard brush when I'm applying alphas. And I got a bunch of stone crack alphas, so we're gonna go a little ham with that. Alright, we'll switch this to drag rect alpha. And these are all the ones that I downloaded. So let's get one like so. Turn off symmetry, and we'll hold Alt to dig in. Okay, maybe not that much. Let's turn on the intensity. Okay, there we go. Yeah, something like that. And we can do the basic chisel tool and see if we can't do some nicks. Oh, that is too strong. Okay, there we go. Let's crank this up to a value of 30. And give me 1 second. to finagle with some of my windows. I'm getting a weird artifacting, even though I don't have dots on. Okay, let's turn on the chisel there. And we'll soften the edges so that it looks less like a hard surface line and more like an actual nick. Okay, there we go. Then we'll go for the torso ones. Or the, back pelvic ones. I don't know what I named these specifically. What did I name these? Pelvic height and back. Okay. Shift F, 83,000. That is way too high, so we're just gonna do the same thing that we did before. Turn on adapt. Okay, 83 goes to... Oh shoot, I kept half on. Hold on, let's turn off half and see what it comes up with. Still 83,000. Okay, that's not exactly what we want. Can you lower it, please? Okay, we're turning on half. Sometimes it just doesn't want to do what I want it to do. Okay, 81 turns to 42. 42 to 24. 24 to 16. 16 to 11. 8. 7. 6. 6. 5. Okay, let's turn off adapt. 2,000, 1,000, 800, and 490. Alright, let's keep it like that. Then we'll slap polish so we can get rid of any weird polygons. Like that one is basically a triangle, and triangles are no bueno unless a mesh is in a game engine, in which case it automatically gets turned into tries. Oh. Okay, this guy got turned into a chicken nugget, so we're gonna have to fix that. Let's, whoa. No, not rotate. Size? No. Inflate? That could work. Okay, we'll stretch this out. We have symmetry on, so we can just bring this out. Bring it back in a teeny weeny bit. And we'll smooth out these central bits. Just that we don't have any stretched polygons. And so that it conforms more to the actual body. Okay, let's pull this out. Whoa. Maybe we can polish this once? Okay, maybe not. Polish by features? Whoa, wait a minute. Oh, polish by features, my beloved. God, when I was making armor for my previous semester's final, polish by features was my savior. It's so much less destructive than, or it's so much more respectful of, like, the original shape, of the mesh than the actual, like, regular polishes. Oh, that just, that yeets off into oblivion if we try to smooth it too much. Okay. So... do you want to drag this out a teeny bit more? Okay, that'll work. If we're looking at it from a distance, that'll work. Yeah. Okay, so if we're in a game setting, let me turn that off. It's kind of geometric. You can kind of tell that it's low poly, but I think it works, weirdly enough. Just kind of bring this in a little bit so we can indent it, or at least get the illusion that it's indented. Okay, geometry, and if we divide it by 1, we should be able to help improve the form of it even more. There we go. That's what I like to see. Okay, we'll just smooth this out. We'll relax all those faces. And we'll divide this again. Okay, we're at 3. This is kind of a big chunk of armor, so what I'm gonna do is, as I divide, I'm just gonna nudge these here and there, and all of the changes that I make in one subdivision level will carry over to other subdivision levels. So every change I make in the form, or every change I make form-wise in, like, subdivision level 3, will affect subdivision levels 1, 2, 4, 5, and however many others you have above and below it, for better or for worse. So if we go back here, it's kind of weird. If we change this to 2... Do I want to sacrifice this and make this higher poly? Because I feel like I've gotten away with the other ones, but I'm not so sure about this chunk. I'll keep it to subdivision 1 as the default, like, apology, but I might have to go back to this. Okay, we'll divide again. And let's turn on transparency. How much is this falling back? Let's tuck this up. Slide that down. Tuck this up. Slide that down. And we can drag this down as well. There we go. Now it's actually like resting on the body. If we go back to subdivision 1, it is properly conforming to the actual shape of the body. So there we go. And we can actually drag these a little bit farther up. Let's tuck these in. Drag this up too. Oh, not actually, we don't want that like cutting into the actual hip though. So we can keep this out. Drag this out. Smooth this down a bit. Oh no, that's just a trick of the light. Never mind. Thought that was like a weird pinched like clump of faces for some reason. Okay. That looks pretty good. Let's divide it again. 123,000. That should be good to start. I'll start indenting things, and if we need more topology, then I'll throw another subdivision layer on it. Actually, let's turn on dynamic solo, turn off transparency. Let's hit fit, and now we can work on it unencumbered by any other parts of the mesh. Okay, let's crease this puppy. There we go. That right there is some muy bueno shape language. Or maybe I'm just talking out of my ass. I don't know. My professor mentioned that, and I'm just kind of smiling and nodding like I know what that means. I think he's referring to the shape of a character's silhouette. Because silhouette is very important. Okay, let's start with this edge. Oh, it's doing that masking thing again. Oh, alright, hold on. Wait, if I crease here... Wait, it doesn't go on the other side? I've been having weird issues with the alpha where it like mirrors onto the other side and it's not supposed to do that. So I've been masking by the normals and it is... it's still kind of doing that. Hold on, if I smooth this... Yeah, it kind of messes with the topology on the other side. Okay, now it's working just fine. I think if it's too far to the edge, it starts messing with things. But that's kind of what I want, which is a little concerning. Okay, we'll keep it like this for now. Okay, that's pretty good. And we'll continue that corner here. We getting that weird crease artifacting? Yeah, we are. Smooth this out. And let's continue it in this corner. Alright, come on, hand. Be steady. Thank you, hand. Very cool. Now artifacting on the other side. Okay. Let's have it kind of continue here. We're getting weird artifacting, though. I'm not a fan of that. Anyway, let's smooth this out and nudge it up a little bit. Alright, you know what? Other side, artifacting be damned. Alright, it's gonna be on the interior of the body, so people aren't really gonna see it unless they're breaking down the mesh. And if they are, then I have a few questions. Whoa. Run tool. There we go. Just a little bit farther. Autosave, okay. Well, while it's autosaving for 15 years, I'm just going to take a swig of water. Oh, that was fast. Still took my water, though. Okay. For those who are watching, please make sure to drink water. Stay hydrated. Okay, let's turn off dynamic solo. Oh, now it's doing this again. I hate it when it does this. It does this weird thing. Okay, if I crease and then undo, does this still... Okay. Let's turn this off. Go here, turn this on, and it still does that. I don't know why it does this. It didn't do this in the 2023 version. I don't know if this is a bug, or if this is a feature, or if it's bug that they're saying is a feature. Shout out Bethesda. Let's do this. Let's turn off symmetry. And something like that. There we go. Then once we actually get into texturing and such, we can do some cool things. Ugh, I'm so tired of it doing this. It's done this a couple times now. And I don't really know how to specifically solve it. I know if you click certain buttons in like a certain order when it comes to dynamic solo, that can like fix it. But it beats me. Okay. Let's fit all of this. Okay, that's all done. The thighs are done. Back is done. There's a little snick there. Wing bits are done. This is done. Okay, let's switch to the base mesh. See, now it's not doing anything. This is what really pisses me off. It's like now the... Oh no, the armor is disappearing. Wait a damn minute. Okay, hold on. No, the stuff shouldn't be disappearing. Ugh, I hate it when it does this. Alright, you know what, whatever. We're just gonna turn on dynamic solo. And we'll clear the mask. And let's get to work on smoothing out some of these jibbly bits. I forget how many polys this is. Oh, that is a dense ass mesh. Okay, we're not going to turn on wireframe because I don't want my computer to crash. Turn on polish and let's see if this fixes things up. And polish is being a real one and taking one for the team and doing a lot more than smooth ever did. Even though I still love the smooth tool, it is an incredible, incredible feat of technological prowess. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. My brain's been cooked. There's too many polygons. Weird artifacting again. Thing is, like, this, like, connector bit thing here is really high poly, so I don't know why it's doing this, like, zipper pattern. I don't know. Okay, let me whip out my references. we're gonna smooth out some of the clay strip artifacts here. Just polish it up, make it look a little spick and span. Okay, now we're gonna start incorporating some abdominal muscles. Actually, we're just gonna... Yeah, there we go. Just gonna keep it like this. Now this is a bug, so I want the anatomy to be like kind of weird. Like I want it to be human, but I want to deform it, so we're just gonna kind of block in the shape of abdominal muscles. But then we're gonna make it weird. Oh, and also this is gonna be hidden by chitin, so I guess it doesn't really matter what it looks like. I still want it to look good. There we go. Let's add like a bunch of them. Because like usually there's only, it's a 2x4 pattern from the, let's see, I have my note here. The rectus abdominis. Wait, I didn't say that right. The rectus abdominis, which is all of these muscles here that keeps us erect. Not in the way that you would think, in the proper standing up erect. So what we're going to do is we're going to have all of these, but we're going to make them a little creepy. So what if, okay, we have the 3 here, and we'll do the 2 here. Now normally the belly button would be here, but since this is a bug, I doubt it will ever have a belly button. And if it does, who the hell was pregnant with it? Because that's deeply concerning. Actually, we can do this shape a bit better. Okay, let's be form-fitting for this, like, weird tendon thing that I drew. It's kind of creepy. I want to keep it. Okay. There we go. Okay, now we have, like, defined abdominal muscles. Which you usually won't see, because the way the chitin is formed. Oh, actually, we might need to slim this down a bit, because the chitin is kind of jutting out. Or, there's some clipping going on with the chitin. Alright, we're gonna have to... Let's slim these down a bit. And maybe we'll have to drag the chitin pieces a bit forward. Just to make sure there isn't any excess clipping. Alright, we'll smooth this out a bit. And then this muscle group here, you know what, we can actually connect this to this lower muscle group here. So we'll scrape some of this clay off, and let's add to this. Okay, there we go. It's kind of what we want. You want to buff up this bit, though. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. We'll scrape this bit off. Scrape this bit off. And we can overlap this with some clay strips over here. Now, clay strips are really good for when you want to, like, define the muscle grain, I found. Oh shit, there goes my bitrate. Alright, bitrate, come on, get back up. There we go. Just a tad hiccup. Alright, we're gonna lower this and we're gonna add some tendons. Everybody's favorite. Better make this nice and icky. Oh, there goes the bitrate again. Oh, jeez. Swear to God. Oh no, it's crashing again. Come on, get back up. No, not that high. Oh, jeez. Okay, now it's stable again. So I am sorry to all the viewers who are watching. We seem to be having some technical difficulties on my end. Hopefully the apartment resident, or hopefully the apartment staff doesn't, like, throttle my Wi-Fi. Because I think they've done that. So I've streamed before, and if I have too many programs using up the connection, the bitrate likes to crash and burn. Okay, now it's kind of lumpy, so we're going to polish this a bit. Alright, we can smooth it out more. Or you know what, let's get the flatten tool. Alright, how's this looking on the side? That's looking pretty good. Okay, we'll add some under here. And then let's bring the damn standard tool out and let's crease between the muscles. Whoa. Camera, please be cooperative. There we go. Okay, that's kind of a nice form. Let's bring in the flatten tool and we'll flatten out some of the details. Just has a bit of a better taper. Okay, we'll smooth all this out. Let's bring the damn standard tool back. And let's crease down the middle. There we go. And we have that more defined. And let's smooth out these bits down here. Okay, if we turn off dynamic solo, are we still having the overlap issue? No, doesn't look like it. Let's turn on transparency though. Let's see if it's actually clipping as much as I think it is. Okay, it's not that bad. Alright, we'll leave that as is. Okay, we'll turn off transparency. And this is what the whole mesh looks like so far. So I'm gonna mirror the feet, obviously. And then I'm gonna add the other arm. And actually, let's get to work on the arm detail. Let's see, where is that under? Okay, chitin, appendages, palm. Is it under palm? Oh, there we go. Okay, tell you what, let's, do I want to merge these? That's the question. I don't think I want to. I don't think I want to merge this. I will shove these kind of back, though. Okay, let's center the camera and nudge this a little bit farther in. Well, There we go. Okay. And let's get to working on details. It's the topology. Topology is, it's done to mesh it. Oh, that is not good. Let's turn that up to a value of, 320. Okay, that's better. We can work with that. Smooth out these bits. And let's add some like muscle or some like meat chunks in this hole here. Because this is where the part connects to the other limb. So let's make it kind of icky. Okay. Now let's actually turn on, let's see, transparency. And around where the limbs connect, we're gonna do some weird icky bits. God, my eye itches. Okay, there we go. Okay, let's turn on dynamic solo. And maybe we can add some like little tendony connective bits here. Just so that it bleeds out a little bit more. Okay. Let me turn off dynamic solo, and how's this looking? Okay, it's getting there. Let's turn on pinch, and we'll lessen these near the end. There we go. Okay, and let's bring out clay strips, and we'll just keep up the process. So when I'm working on the details parts, or the detailed parts of ZBrush sculpts, generally I like to have like music or like a YouTube video on in the background. Sometimes a podcast, though I get kind of tired of those sometimes. I generally find that like long form compilations of things like on YouTube tends to be my favorite. Like I've been binging a lot of like bar rescue compilations, even though they're all just kind of like the same 5 clips, if I'm being honest. Although that's the same with Kitchen Nightmares. Although I love Kitchen Nightmares as well. I should rewatch some of those episodes. Although I feel like if I do, I'll just get hungry. Okay, so we got that weird, like, candle melty wax effect. There we go. Smooth that out. And you know what? Let's add a chisel. Let's add some chisel here. Okay, we'll drag that out. Let's make that a little stronger. There we go. Yeah, he's got some battle scars going on here. Actually, no, let's hold off from putting these ones in the back. I like the ones here. Smooth them out. There we go. And let's add some creases. Oh boy, okay, top story. Northern US braces for weekend storms as heavy rain forces major delays at New York City airports. Windows. I didn't ask. But thank you anyways. Okay, let's do something like this. Yeah, something kind of like that. Then we'll repeat the pattern up here. Autosave. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Round and round the load wheel goes. When does it stop? Nobody knows. Okay, let's do that. Okay, there we go. Kind of like that pattern there. And let's bring the chisel tool out. Actually, no, we don't need to bring the chisel tool out. Let's, I want to buff up these bits. So we're gonna do that. Oh, don't want to hold down Alt. Force of Habit. Star Dynamic Solo. I do want this to kind of jet out a bit. Okay, there we go. Now it's got a bit more volume. Okay, we'll add more to the front here. And let's smooth all this out. And let's do that cool crease thing that we've been doing with the other pieces. Oh, gotta smooth some of these. Let's turn down the radius here. Okay, and let's smooth this out. And clean it up a little bit. I gotta do a big stretch. Oh man, I went through a really big workout this morning with my roommate. And yeah. It kicked my ass. I was seriously considering not streaming today. I was like, what? I was wiped out, dude. But you know what? Here I am. Because I kind of felt bad for not stream. If I didn't stream today, I felt kind of bad if I didn't. Because, you know, I had no excuse. And also, I have some time to work on my final here. So, you know, two birds, one stone. So you guys get to hear my lovely voice. I get to work on my final. And potentially get more followers. So, win, win, triple win. Okay, let's crease this a bit more. Buff out this edge here. I kind of like that it's uneven. Like, this is sort of a pseudo-hard surface modeling because technically it's chitin, so it's organic. But I do kind of like the unevenness of the surface. An English native speaker, and yet sometimes I really hate the English language. I wonder what English would have been like had the Normans never invaded. I wonder what the world would be like if the Normans had never invaded. Would it be the same? Would it be different? Would we still be speaking the same weirdo language? Who knows? That's for the map gamers to find out. Which I guess also applies to me because I play a lot of EU4. Alright, so we'll just deepen this crease here. We'll smooth out some more of the bits. Let's turn on head polish and we'll buff out some of these chunks from where the clay buildup deformed it. We are chilling. We are vibing. I am rocking my head back and forth to the music and also stretching my neck at the same time. Multitasking. Okay, let's do a crease along the edge here. I want it to be not as prominent as the one up here, but I do want it to still be there. Alright, let's turn this a bit angle-wise. There we go. Let's whip out that head polish, and we will polish this head. That came out wrong. I'm deeply sorry for that. Okay, and we'll crease this. And we'll just keep up the process. Okay, let's, some weird divots here and there that I want to fix. Tell you what, let's actually pinch tool this. There we go, now it's getting smoother. I do kind of like the angular edge, though. I'll keep that. I won't deform that part, but I will pinch the rest of this. Just that everything is consistently uniform. Okay, let's turn off dynamic solo. Let's see how this is looking. Okay, it's certainly coming along. And then we can add a bit here. Just go nice and slow around the curve. Smooth out some of this, and let's redefine that crease right there. Actually, no, we can pinch this together. There we go, so it's more uniform. There we go, now we keep that hard edge, and we get to have more deets. Smooth some of this. Just that we limit as much of these weird, like, patchy bits as we can. Okay, any more? Some around this edge here. Okay, that's looking a bit better. Let's lower the brush radius and let's smooth out these bits. Make it nice and uniform. Okay. Okay, that notification sound in the song here actually just threw me for a loop. I'm like, neuron activation, new follower? But no, it's not. So I always gotta remember, my follows ping is, oh shit, a rat. Because we got a new rat. Where are the rats? Where are the rats? We pray at night, we stop, good night. Where are the rats? Yes, I am a Germa fan. Although everybody's a Germa fan. I mean, like, what's new? This just in, water is wet. People are fans of Germa 985. Okay, we'll kind of do this, like, circular thing with the clay strips, so we get, like, this weird, like... I don't want to call it, like, an asshole, but, like, an asshole pucker kind of thing. You know, where all the muscles, like, clench into, like, one specific spot. I hate that I called this an asshole. But, like, you get what I mean. Alright, we'll smooth out this little thing here. And I'm gonna leave the stump like that because you're not really gonna see this detail any other way. And actually, let's... I have an idea, but I'm gonna need to turn off dynamic solo for this. Let's fit the arm. Still has that weird vanishing thing. I am so sick and tired of that. Okay, so we have that marked. So the piece gets... hidden by the actual shoulder around here-ish. So let's mark that. Actually, no, let's turn on transparency. There we go. And we'll connect that crease. There we go. Now, we can do the same thing we did with the piece down here. And let's turn on dynamic solo again. Now I know it kind of looks like a dick. That's not lost on me, but we're gonna fix that. We're gonna make this less penis-like. And I know you're all thinking, won't that just shed more light on the penises? But that is a risk we have to take. I swear, I have like at least one line from every single Office episode like hard-coded into my brain at this point. Like, I've watched The Office so much more than any other show, and I know that's a normie pick when we're talking TV shows, like, oh my god, that really does look like a dick. I need to fix this. Alright, well, oh god, it's worse. Okay, shit, if I try to subtract from the top, it'll look like the thingy on top of the wiener head. I swear, okay, I swear this is not a penis. Fuck, how do I fix this? BCB. We'll do some of this. And some of these, and some of these. Hopefully this will fix it. If not, we will have a penis arm. Well, not me, but the sculpt, but you get the message. Okay, we'll try to make this look like muscles. Maybe this will work. Fingers crossed. Actually, let's Dynamesh. There we go. Now we have a bit more topology to work with. Okay, let's add more connective tissue in between. We can add more, like... Oh my god, this just looks more like a cock and balls. Okay. Hey, you know what? It's hidden, so no harm, no foul. Shit, people tuning in now are gonna think like, oh my god, is this bitch drawing NSFW stuff? Why didn't they list it? And I'm like, no, I'm not doing NSFW stuff. I'm just doing ZBrush sculpts that just so happen to kind of look like a penis once in a while. Promise I'm not doing it intentionally. Oh god, this looks worse. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I need to de-penisify this. Okay, maybe we can make this look like sinew. Maybe that'll help? I don't know. In a vacuum, this just looks so much worse. Okay, maybe we can make it look kind of... There's no salvaging this, is there? This is just a penis. Like, this is just a penis. I hate what I've done. Why are we still here? Just to suffer. Okay, let's leave it at that. I hate this stupid effect. Why does it keep doing that? Whoa, what the fuck? Whoa, 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 whoa. What the hell was that? Man's just started zooming. I can never escape it, can I? Let's see, rotate in all axes. Yes. Looks like these are all working properly. I don't know why it keeps doing this. Oh, and now everything disappears. Great. Okay. I can never win. I can never win. Okay, let's dynamesh this. And then once we're done with all the details in the arm, we can just mirror and weld it. And then we'll have two arms that are identical. And then we can do details later. Or finer details later. Okay, for now though, that big old claw. Turn dynamic solo. Dynamesh. 3, 2, 0. Pop. And now we have more topology to work with. Let's hit F to fit. There we go. Now I don't need to fight with the camera as much. Let's get those clay strips out. And there! The penis arm has been saved for eternity. I will never be able to escape it. You will never be able to escape it. It is forever within my files. Okay, let's make the hole a little deeper here. That's what she said. Oh, God. I need to snap out of it, man. Okay, this is good. Now if we turn on... Or if we turn off dynamic solo, we turn on transparency. Oh, you know what? I bet it's hiding pieces before performance reasons. Because I am at a really high poly count right now. I bet you that's why it's doing that, is for performance issues. Because if you had to rotate the camera with all of these things, like, jangling about, I bet you that would suck up a lot of computing power. Even though I have a fairly strong computer, you never know. Hmm. You know, you're never really gonna see the interior of that, so we can just do some details on the outside. Dynamic solo. Wait, why is this sticking out? Oh, that's just the foot. Never mind. Okay, let's cruise tool around the edge. So we can get that, like, cool effect. If it decides to work. Okay. So, it is currently deciding to be belligerent. That's not very fun. Increase along this edge. See how that works. Okay. And you know what? Let's head polish this and see if we can flatten the edge around it. There we go. So now we have a bit more of like a dramatic fall off. There we go. Okay, let's turn off dynamic solo. We zoom out. Okay, we've got a smoother end to this section of the arm here. A little divot here, but you know what? We can use this in our favor. So let's just do what we did with the questionable shaped arm, of which we will not speak of ever again until the end of time. And we'll just connect this in here. There we go. Now we have some like weird melting kind of chitin effect here, which looks pretty good. Pretty good, if I do say so myself. Oh man. I took a nap a few hours ago and I'm still yawning. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. Oh man, now my back is itchy. Man, it looks like it's gonna rain again. Pretty soon. I have my window open. It's nice seeing the sunset now. The days are longer, so we actually get to watch the sunset. And, yeah. Still irritated that the US still uses daylight savings. I mean, it's just fucking stupid, dude. Like, we don't need it. It sucks for everyone. Everyone hates it. And yet we still do it anyways. What? Why? There's already, like, God, I can't even remember how many states have actually, like, proposed a bill that would basically make daylight savings non-existent at this point. And I am all for it. But for some fucking reason, we still have daylight savings. For some reason. I don't know why. It's like, oh, this is how it's always been done. And it's like, just because it's always been done doesn't mean you should keep doing it. In case you haven't realized, I like my sleep. And I don't want to give another cent to the man, you know? I want that extra hour of sleep, damn it. I don't want that sucked away from corporate America. Yeah. Fight the power, or something. I don't know. Whatever. The world's going to shit anyways. I don't think fighting the power is gonna matter all that much in the long term. All I can do is hope that OpenAI Sora doesn't destroy any job opportunities that I could possibly have in the near future. And fingers crossed. Okay, let's crease around the edge here. And you know what? We can add some nicks here and there. Oh wait, let's turn off dynamic solo. And how's this looking? Okay, pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty good job so far. Let's add some more in this area. And maybe we can scrape this off a bit. There we go. Okay, and you're not really gonna see that part, so no problemo. Okay, we have all the weird veiny chitin-y things, and let's add some cracks to the chitin. Okay, let's go back to the trusty standard tool. Or you know what, let's actually invert these. I want to see what kind of effect I can get. Ooh, okay, wait a second, we might be cooking here. Are we cooking? I think we might be cooking. Let's up the Z intensity. Let's see what we get. Ooh. Wait a damn minute. Okay, and if we smooth this down. Oh yeah, that is some good ass detail right there. Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. Let's add another one up here. Alright, what looks like a good one? This one. Yeah! Oh, we're cooking with oil now. Thank you to, oh god, I forgot the artist who made this, but, there's a guy in ArtStation. I need to find the guy who made these alphas, because this guy has saved my life when it comes to detail. Okay, free ZBrush alphas. Where is it? Oh gosh, I know I had it somewhere. ZBrush Central? No. ArtStation. I know I got it off of ArtStation. ArtStation is a great place to get alphas and stuff for ZBrush. Like scales and all sorts of stuff. Oh shoot, I can't find it. I know the artist had like a very specific name. Oh, the artist had a name. Whoa, water is wet. Man, I'm hungry. Alright, it inverted it on the other side. Not much you can do with that. I mean, it's kind of a cool effect. We can at least smooth it out a bit. What else was I gonna add? Actually, let's head polish this a little bit here. Polish it out a little bit. I know some people might be asking, Altis, why aren't you using trim dynamic? And my answer is, I will, just not now. Because I prefer head polish for some of these things. And also this just got really fucked up, so we're just gonna smooth this out. Relax them normals. Okay, if we turn off dynamic solo. How's this looking? Alright, it's coming along, it's coming along. Want some chisel marks here. Oh! No, come on. Fit it in frame. Dynamic solo. Thank you very much. Okay. Alright, that's looking pretty good. And of course we can add like the pores and stuff later. That's mostly just gonna be like last minute details and stuff. Like the pores that I have like on the mandibles up here. If I can drag up to see it. And on the head here. Apparently giant hornets have these on their faces. I should know that because I've been staring at a hyper-realistic image of an Asian murder hornet right in my face. for a while now, and I've gotten so desensitized. But yeah, apparently they do have pores on their face from like where the hairs stick out and things like that. Not all of them have hairs though, which is kind of interesting. Okay, that's done. And let's work on these. Let's work on these like wrist bits. Actually, first things first, we can nudge this out a bit. Alright, nudge this out. There we go. Let's turn on dynamic. Let's Dynamesh. Let's do like 260, because this isn't gonna be a very big piece. Or no, let's stick to 320. There we go. Okay, smooth that out. Scrape this. Just kind of dig this in a bit more. Okay, and we'll just smooth this whole thing overall, because it's got kind of a weird shape, and I want to fix that. Okay, if we turn off dynamic solo, is this still... Okay, yeah, it's still kind of working. We can smooth this section, though. It's kind of clipping in. I don't really like that. Okay. Okay, so far so good. There we go. Oh shit, I shouldn't say so far so good anymore. I heard recently that apparently so far so good is actually like kind of a racist term. Cause like, it's made to like, or people in the US started saying it like to make fun of like Chinese immigrants and things like that. And I'm like, fuck, man. Cause like I say it all the time. I didn't even realize that it was like a derogatory thing. Like I need to get out of the habit of doing that. Same with like no can do, long time no see. Apparently those were insults. Hateful insults towards people who couldn't speak English very well because English was not their first language. Back in the times of one of the first major waves of immigration. I think like around the oh gosh, what time? When was it? It's like the 20s or something. The 1920s when immigration really kicked up in the US, the whole like Coney Island kind of thing. But yeah, apparently it was a racist term. So I am trying to like ease it out of my vocabulary. It's amazing how many things you don't even realize are racist until you actually like see someone break it down for you. Like, oh gosh, I'm probably gonna butcher it, but like Romanichal people or Romani people being called like gypsies, I learned that that is actually a thing because stupid Americans thought that the Romani people were from Egypt, hence gypsies. Which is really fucking stupid, but here we are. And then apparently to be gypped in the US means to be cheated. But it, yeah. I think you kind of know where that's from, right? Obviously, it's just being terribly derogatory. Just for the sake of being derogatory, but, yeah, that's where that came from. Like, growing up, I always kind of knew that that was an insult, so I didn't know if it was, like, a bad word, like a swear word or something. Or if it was just like a weird old like word that was just kind of carried over from like Old English or something, but nope, it's a hateful insult. And yeah, was normalized for a long time. I'm happy now that people aren't calling them like, you know, they're calling them like Romani, because that's what their name is. Like, they're Romani. Or Romanichal, or I don't know the proper term, but Romani. So I'm happy at least people are like realizing that that was a derogatory term and people are wisening up. Or I like to hope that people are wisening up. But yeah, that's a lesson in phrases you never realized might actually be racist. American edition. The United States of America being racist? Who would have thought? Oh, man. This country is so fucked, dude. We are so fucked. Oh well, I'll keep politics out of this. I have my opinions, and not everyone will like my opinions, and I'm okay with that. All I want in this world is socialized healthcare in the States. But we all can't have nice things now, can we? Okay, I kind of like that texture. Oh shit, okay, there's an ambulance outside the grocery store, not too far from my apartment. Well, shit, okay, somebody just died in the Kroger parking lot, I'm pretty sure. Which, I mean, sucks, I guess. You know, a couple days back, I think it was Friday, when I got back? No, it was Thursday. I got back on Thursday, and I was just absolutely exhausted, absolutely zooted. And I, like, lay down and crash on my bed, and I look up to, like, take in the sights of the amazing Kroger parking lot. This is looking nice, been looking all day. Oh, yeah. Oh, wait, let me move, yeah, the Kroger parking lot. Let me move Freak Vong for a second. Yeah, so it was Thursday this week, and I was just absolutely zooted, absolutely exhausted. Just, like, kind of chilling. I collapsed on my bed. You don't think you've ever been to a Kroger? If you've been to a Safeway or a Giant, it's the same thing. Kroger is, like, the main, like, parent brand, but they own a lot of, like, smaller grocery stores. I think they own Fry's, if I recall correctly. I don't know for certain. Actually, I'm gonna move my VTuber avatar back over here. Yoink. There we go. Okay, this is better. But yeah, Kroger is just like another basic grocery store in the States. You usually find them in the South and the Midwest. The best is... Okay, all I know is the beast is Kirkland. True and real. Although Kroger brand stuff has actually been pretty consistently good. So, I haven't really found a reason to not like Kroger. Like, they have a pretty good variety of things. For like for a grocery store that's mostly in the South and like the Midwest, it has a surprisingly diverse amount of food products. Which I do appreciate. But yeah, okay, so I just gotten back from class. It was a Thursday. I was absolutely exhausted. I collapsed on my bed. And I look up, and there is a plume of black smoke, like, oozing out from behind the Kroger. And I'm just like, oh, god damn it. Okay, someone's house is on fire. Because the rule with smoke, in case you didn't know, I learned this from watching The Walking Dead. Smoke actually has a different color depending on the active burn. So if smoke is like dark gray or blackish, that means it is still actively burning. If the smoke is white, then the fire has gone out, but there are still pieces that are smoldering. And this was a plume of dark ass smoke coming out from behind the Kroger. So someone had, like, I don't know, left a grilled cheese sandwich on the stove for too long, and something would happen, like something bad happened, or someone's like meth lab exploded, I don't know. But it was yeah, it was burning. So anyways, I just went on with my day. Like, there wasn't really much you can do. I was just kind of chilling. And I was like, yay! Arson! Or something. I don't know. Whatever. Okay, that's pretty good. Let's turn off dynamic solo. And look at this. Oh. Okay, we gotta nudge the leg out of here. Okay, let's take the nubbin here. And you know what? Let's delete this chunk. I'm gonna duplicate this. Since this already has like a lot of details, I'm gonna dupe it. And yoink. Drag that down. How's this lining up? Okay, it's lining up okay. We can rotate this a teeny weeny bit. Or you know what? Let's mirror this. Okay, from a distance, how's this looking? No, let's just keep it at this rotation. Okay, now I have a specific palm. Here we go. Let's drag this out, rotate this down, drag this down, drag this here, drag this here. And we can actually deform this a little bit. Okay, how is this looking? I think it's looking all right. Okay, we got some deets in here. Actually, you know what we should do? Let's, I want to keep all these pieces separate. But I do also want some detail. So tell you what, we're going to keep this separate. What we're going to do with the hand, though, I wonder, should I zero mesh this? I don't know if I should. I'll give it a shot, and we'll see what happens. Zero mesh. Let's turn on... Let's see, let's turn on wireframe. We'll move this up, and we can see the topology pretty well. 69,000, nice. Okay, 69,000 faces, nice. Turning into... Alright, come on, ZBrush, work with me here. 6,000! Okay, that's actually really fucking good. Holy! That is way better than I thought it would be. Okay. We can just keep it like that, honestly. Can we lower this even more? We can! Ooh, okay. Okay. I'm picking up what you're putting down, Mr. ZBrush. Wait, are these even connected? Oh, they aren't. Tell you what, let's lower the topology and then we'll dynamesh. Okay, 3,000. Okay, 4,000 going into 3,000. 2,000. Let's go to adapt. Lower this even more. 1,000 to 600. Okay, we'll just nudge this up. And this can be the actual low poly mesh that we'll be using for the hand. There we go, 600 polys. I think that's pretty damn good, all things considered. Alright, we are gonna have to... should we keep these separate, or... I do want to dynamesh them together, though. Ugh. want to ruin this beautiful topology, though. Alright, you know what? We're just going to bring this back to the super high poly. We're going to... Let's see. We'll dynamesh this to about, like, 420 plays it. Dynamesh. Okay, now everything's mixed. Now we'll ZRemesh and see what happens. Okay, 77,000 turns into... Come on, ZBrush. Come on. Okay, 7,000 turns into 35,000. Still very high, but we can add that. We can cut that down a bit. Okay, 35 divided by 2 will be around 18,000. Still pretty good. We can bring that down more, though. And actually, while we are in this lower poly state, let's fix some of these weird creases. Just to make sure that there's some good edge flow going on here. Actually, you know what? No, let's just keep it as it is. We'll fix things as we need to in the higher subdivision level. Oh god, my eye is itchy. Okay, 18,000 into 10,000. So pretty good. We can lower it even more, though. Let's see, 7,000. Pretty good, pretty good. We could lower it even more. 5,000. 3,000. Wait, how's this? Okay. Let's keep going. 3,000. 3,000. 2,000. 1,000. Okay, let's keep it at this kind of topology, because we still have the general shape. Let's turn off adapt and cut this in half. 2,000. 900. Can we do this one last time? That's the real question. 400. That is actually pretty damn good. Okay, can we lower it even more, though? Technically we can, but this is really low poly. Okay, let's hit it with a deformation. Actually, you know what? No, let's keep it at the higher poly. There we go. Yeah, so we still have these like dedicated spikes here. Okay, we'll make that curve a little bit more aggressive. And of course, once we start making normal maps, this is gonna look fire. It will be blazing through Sketchfab and any computer that downloads it. But in a good way. It's not gonna blow up people's computers, I promise. It will be at an acceptable poly count. I promise. Okay, let's crease. Or actually, no, let's avoid creasing. Except around, let's see, let's crease around here. Turn dynamic solo. There we go. We can crease here. Okay, now we still have the general shape, which is pretty good. For around 500 points? That's damn good. Okay. Now then, we have this. What if we polish it by 1? Okay, it smooths it out, but I like that curvy thing to it. See, polish by crisp edges? No. If we polish it by 1, then... I mean, it does kind of lose its edge, though. Okay, if we turn off dynamic solo, how does this look in the context of the rest of the shape? I mean, it's alright. Well, I can always buff it up. Let's see, let's drag this in here. In here. Yeah, we can just kind of push these in. And you know what? We can actually inflate this just a teeny weeny bit. There we go. Then we can smooth down the edges here, or the points where the claws just kind of end. So we can get more of that like exaggerated tip. Okay, let's nudge this. There we go. Okay, that's pretty good, honestly, for topology. It's pretty nice. Okay, geometry. And let's subdivide. Okay, so it looks like this right now. Let's subdivide it here. Okay, it's looking good, looking good. 3, 4, 5. 126,000. Let's subdivide it one more time so we can get those itty bitty details. Okay. And we can buff out this bit here. Let's turn on dynamic solo. Just so we can get some of these little beats here and there. Oh man, that wind is picking up outside. I woke up to some serious storms. Of course, the only storm I really had to face was the insane workout that my roommate gave me. Really intense, and I know I'm gonna feel it tomorrow. But that's a problem for future me, not current me. Okay, let's nudge this thumb a bit up. There we go. Now we have a more convincing, like, thumb shape here. Okay, we'll crease around the claw here. Alright, we'll smooth out some of these bits. Okay, now the palm of the hand, I want to have some of those, like, fat pads that you would usually see, like, on your hand. So I'm just going to search up hand muscle structure. Let's see here. Hand reference. Maybe this will be better. Okay, this should do. Here we go. I'll just click and drag this into my PureF scene. Power of PureF, baby. Okay, right click. Can I flip this? Never mind. We can make it work. Okay, so let's use the clay tool. Actually, no. Let's do form soft. It's kind of like the inflate tool, but not quite. You get like a softer shape here. Okay, let's add some creases. Okay. Alright, and we'll do the same thing we did with the other finger. We will crease next to the nail. Ooh, oh man, another big yawn. There we go. Alright, how's this looking? Looking good. There's another autosave. Okay. Another yawn. Alright, let's add some hand creases here. Okay. Oh, draw size. Okay, let's do this around the claw, or the thumb claw. You know, it kind of blows my mind how this program is the same program they used to make the dragons in Game of Thrones. Well, apparently the guy who made those models, I mean, it took him like a month to make just one dragon model. Because he had like detail in every single skin and every single pore that that sucker had. Which, I don't know if that was worth it, to be honest, because, I mean, how many times are you really specifically looking at the dragon's scales, like, up close and personal? Because if you ask me, You could just throw that on a normal map and it could do pretty well. Just saying. Okay, let's do the crease around here. Oh, wrong button. Okay, there we go. Now let's reduce the subdivision layers and see how this is formed. Okay, it's actually retained its shape pretty well. Let's go back to... Okay, so if we go to 1, we go to 6. Alright, that's pretty good, honestly. Okay, let's do a little bit of wrinkly stuff here. Okay, how's this looking? Looking good. Alright, I'm gonna try to... Let's see, I'm gonna make these a little spikier. If I can. I'm gonna bend this out a bit. And kind of tease it inwards. There we go. And then we can actually lower the subdivision level and see if we can smooth out the ends here. There we go. Alright, that's kind of what I'm looking for. Okay, and if we bring this down to 1... Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Okay, let's add some chisel marks. Or actually, no, let's keep the chisel marks. Smooth them out. Then let's add more creases. I do kind of like this muscly, like tendony kind of effect that's happening here. Let's see if we can carry it over. Alright, we can hollow out this chunk here. Oh, and the bitrate is dying. Alright, come back to us, bitrate. Come on. Don't do this to me again. Alright, we can add more detail here. Yeah, clay strips is really good for adding like a muscle fiber kind of effect. Oh man, I'm really hungry. Oh man, I have, oh shit, I have spicy, like, Nashville, Tennessee, like, spicy shrimp. I think I'm gonna pop that in the oven. That's, I had a serving before. I still have more than enough for, like, 2 servings. So I'm gonna portion out some more of those, and I'm just gonna pop those in the oven after this stream. And we are gonna eat some spicy shrimps. And some green beans on the side, because we need those vegetables. Those vegetals. I miss Meme Man. I know he became popular for stonks, but can we bring vegetal? Stonk and vegetal back? I miss those memes. Oh man, bitrate's dying again. Okay. Alright, if it keeps dipping, I might end stream in a little bit. Okay, that's pretty good pattern. Let's bring this down to 1. Okay, it's pretty good. Okay, let's add some of the weird, like, patchy, muscly stuff in this section. You know, while I'm sculpting this, I should ask my professor for a letter of recommendation. The job hunt has been kind of hard, but you know what? I finally fucking landed an internship. We did it, bros. We did it. Although, Jules Redacted, I already told you that when we were doing the movie night at your place. But yeah, I got an internship finally. So that's one less thing off my plate. Or that's one less thing on my plate that I need to worry about. So I have an internship for the summer, which is gonna be pretty cool. It's editorial illustrations, or at least I think it's gonna be editorial illustrations. I'm gonna touch base with the boss in April, and I think that's what I'm basically gonna be doing. I should ask my professor for a letter of recommendation. It'll help with the job hunt post-college. Because I like to think that I have a solid shot with my technical skill in ZBrush and stuff, and, like, Adobe Simpsons Painter, but I know I've still got a long way to go. Like, I am by no means a professional. Like, there is no way I'm at the level of, like guest stars that they have on, like, the ZBrush YouTube channel, where they're just like, oh, okay, we're just gonna do a cool, we're just gonna do some, like, casual sculpting and stuff, and then 2 hours later they have a massive, hyper-realistic dinosaur, and I'm like, how did you get from point A to point B here? Like, how did you do that, man? Like, how? Fucking how? I'm envious. Alright, we'll smooth out these ends. Alright, this has a nice, grain going on here. And we'll do the other knuckle. Okay, there's the basic clay strips down, and we can add more detail here. Hate that notification ping in this mix. Because it keeps freaking me out. Oh, there goes the bitrate again. Come on, bitrate, come on, climb back up. Climb back up, buddy. Thank you. Thank you, bitrate, very cool. Okay, we'll do more biddies here. We'll smooth out the ends. And let's add some more detail under the horn, or spike, or whatever it is. I don't know. Is there like an actual word for this, other than like spike? Keratin? Whatever. We'll just have it kind of rest. Okay, there we go. Now let's crease tool around the spike. There we go. And we can add some, like, little tendons here and there. Or, like, parts where the skin is kind of, like, attached to the spike. Okay. How's this looking so far? You know what? It is looking pretty damn good. Let's bring in the head polish though, and let's flatten out the palm here. Actually, let's just use regular polish. And then when regular polish isn't getting you the results you want, then you just gotta kind of switch back and forth and hope for the best. Okay. Okay, we'll smooth out some more of the palm here. There we go. Yeah, that's looking good. Those are some nice details right there. We can add it. This part of the hand is kind of lacking though. Let's add a few more little like tissue bits here. Nothing too much, but just a little bit to fill in the blank space. Alright, we're gonna add like a little hole here. Make it look really icky. There we go. And then we can kind of subtract in this section. And over here. Okay. Overall, this is turning out pretty good. A lot better than I thought it would be, to be honest. And we're just gonna buff out these little details here. Whoa, wrong button. Wrong brush. Okay, so we have that there, we have that there. And let's add a few little chisel marks on the claw here. The claw. It's been a hot minute since I watched Toy Story. I need to watch it again. Actually, can we add creases on the claws here? Nah, let's keep the marks off. Let's just keep some chisel, or let's just do some chisel marks. Lower the Z intensity. There we go. Okay. Alright, that looks pretty damn good. Alright, let's bring this back down to 1. And how is that topology looking? Oh, autosave, come on. Okay, autosave wants to take its sweet time. Okay, subdivision 1 and subdivision 6. Subdivision 1, subdivision 6. You know what? I think that will map over pretty nicely. Once I get to the texturing stage, we start baking them normal maps. Yeah, all in all, I'll say this is a pretty successful hand sculpt. Or claw sculpt, or I don't know, whatever you want to call it. Now then, in the context of the actual full mesh. How's this looking? Looking pretty good. All right. So we added detail to the arms. We remeshed all the topology on the back. Or we remeshed all of the chitin on the back. So we did that. Let's see. So all of the chitin is ready for exporting in normal maps. Let's see. We did the hand detail. We did the arms. I will consider this a good stopping point. So I gotta make dinner. And I have not made dinner yet, so I'm just gonna save. No scope CPR already exists. Do you want to replace it? Absolutely. Oh boy, I wonder if my roommates texted me the exorcist stuff. Oh, speak of the devil. Yes. Yes, she has. Oh, geez Louise. Mile run in the morning. 6:30 a.m. Great. Wonderful. Ugh, I'm just hangry. I'm hangry. I'll feel better once I've had some food. Okay, ZBrush, you are taking your sweet time. I know this thing is 36 million polygons, but you can do this. Huh? Oh, there we go. Looks like it saved. Okay. Let's just double check and save again. I always double save before I exit ZBrush, just because I have had projects crash before, and I have lost a ton of save data before. It has been embarrassing. Okay, is it saving? Come on. ZBrush executable is not responding. That's exactly what you want to see. My disappointment is immeasurable, and my day is ruined. Huh? Oh, wait, I think it- okay, looks like it's saved. Alright, let me just check that I haven't lost the file. I'm gonna save my scene. And close. Sneaking through my files. Okay, the wasp, raw sculpt, and references. All right, we are all saved and we are ready to call it a night. Okay, let's switch this back to just chatting. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for stopping by. Jules Redacted. Thank you so much for hanging out. Let me actually mod you, because I know we talked about that. Okay, question mark or exclamation point mod. Jules _ redacted. Okay, yeah, no problem. All right, let's see if this works. Are you a mod? No, I don't think it did anything. I'm banned. Damn, alright. It's backfired already. I know that's how I modded Own3D. Shit, okay. Damn, I know there's a specific way to do it. Yeah, okay, I just made a fool of myself on live stream. Yeah. Okay. Huh. Okay, this is, let me refresh. No, it doesn't look like it. Tell you what, I can go into Own3D. Let me look into this. Okay, this should have... Cannot read property of undefined. Error 500. Fantastic. Okay. Well now, that is, that's not working properly. No, Nemo's not here. Nemo's not here. He is having his own day. Alright, Nemo's not here for today, but I am gonna wrap things up. I promise Jules Redacted, I will mod you. I will figure it out, damn it. I will figure it out, so help me God. Okay. But, I will call it a night right now. And, yeah. Thank you all for coming. No, Nemo uses he, him pronouns. I think. Yeah, he uses he, him pronouns, I'm pretty sure. I'll have to double check. Yeah. Let me double check that actually. Hold on. Okay. Yeah, he uses he, him pronouns. Okay, well, I'm gonna go and bake some shrimpies. So I will see you all tomorrow for my game stream. So have a nice night, everybody. I will see you around. Bye.